still on fuel, actually. Following the removal of the fuel subsidy in Nigeria, the country's oil consumption has dropped by 28%, indicating a difference of 19 million between the pre-deregulation and post-deregulation era. The rise in cost of living has caused a sharp decline in the purchasing power of Nigerians as inflation continues 22%. Adesewa Odusoga tells us more.
In Nigeria, petrol is not only used for transportation, but also to fuel generators as an alternative to power to meet electricity requirement. But since the removal of fuel subsidy, which have sent petrol prices higher, a scale of preference has come into play as Nigerians have begun rationing to meet their needs for petrol.
We don't buy fuel like before because the price is affecting. I don't work every day like before.
Before, I can use 5,500 and fill my tank. But now, fuel to go come is 10,000.
This has caused the consumption of oil in the country to drop by 28%, dropping to 1.36 billion litres in June, indicating a daily consumption of just 48.4 million litres.
One of the reasons where there is a reduction in consumption is that the fuel that is being smuggled across the borders are no longer profitable for smuggling. Hence, the smuggling has stopped. And then the artificial numbers that we have for local consumption now becomes a reality. It should be understood that for years, in fact, for decades, it has been said by virtually every authority within the petroleum sector, in terms of institutional authority, that our consumption, domestic consumption, is artificial.
The Nigerian government have since justified the need to end the subsidy era after spending $10 billion in 2022 on fuel subsidy, shooting up government debt. But what does a drop in oil revenue mean for the oil sector and the Nigerian economy at large?
Because we don't have refineries, drop in oil consumption will be increase in revenue. Don't forget that we actually buy these finished products. Our oil revenues actually comes from crude oil, and it is the drop in reduction. The drop or reduction in the production of crude oil that is explaining our reduction in revenues. So basically at this moment, the finished product has no direct consequence on our revenues. In fact, on the contrary, it should even increase our revenues if there's a decrease in the consumption of finished products.
Following the discontinuation of the subsidy, a number of Nigerians have reported an enhancement in the electricity supply, resulting in a decreased reliance on fuel-powered generators. Moreover, numerous individuals who own cars have reduced their driving duration, and businesses have also scaled back the working hours of their employees. These changes have had a noteworthy effect on alleviating traffic congestion on prominent Nigerian roadways. Adesewa Odusoga, reporting for News Central.